Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be reading chapter 2 of Living with Wolves. So let's go ahead and hop right to That's me. There we go. Okay. As a puppy, KAMOTS was very curious. Here, he nibbles on a log to see what it tastes like. Chapter 2, Leader of the Pack. KAMOTS wanted to explore everything. He and the other pups blew through the tent like little hurricanes. They snatched clothes, straps, tools, shoes, anything that wasn't nailed down. In minutes, they had chewed them to bits. And I want to go ahead and say, sorry if my voice is a little bit rackety. I have really bad allergies, and I'm out of my allergy medicine, and I'm supposed to be getting some more today, so sorry. It was time for them to move out of the tent, but they were still too small for the big territory. What should we do with them? I asked my crew. They needed a safe place. Then I figured it out. We fenced in an area just outside the yurt. That way we could keep an eye on them, and there would be fewer things for them to chew on. Of course, there was always the bottom of my shirt to nibble on, and sometimes, ouch, that was my finger. Did you know a wolf has 42 very sharp, curved teeth? These help the wolf hold its prey. The wolf's canine teeth can be an inch long, 2.5 centimeters long. And if you like this video, then press that thumbs up button. Within a few months, I knew that they were ready for the big enclosure. I felt like I was sending my kids off to school for the first time. I fumbled with the latch while the pups jumped up and whined with excitement. I opened the gate and they charged out. Guess who was right out in front? KAMOTS. KAMOTS was fearless. He hopped out and onto a log and walked along it like a tightrope walker. When he was tired of that game, he wanted down. Jumping off was scarier than hopping on, but he only hesitated for a second. I could see that he had the gift of confidence. The other pups followed KAMOTS around like he was in charge. I wasn't really surprised. I had noticed that KAMOTS was braver and more curious from the start, a natural leader. Every wolf pack needs a leader. The lead wolf is called the alpha. Sounds like alpha. He's like the captain of the ship. He goes first when they explore. If he senses danger, he makes sure the other wolves are safe before taking care of himself. Before long, I saw signs that KAMOTS was the alpha wolf. He howled first, keeping his head higher than the rest of the others when he did. Arrgh! And he was the first to greet human visitors. But the most astonishing sign came as soon as they began feeding the wolves like they were in the wild. I fed them raw meat carcasses 3 to 5 days. I talked to local officials. They allowed me to find dead animals that had been hit by cars. That way they wouldn't go to waste. The wolves would have food to eat. KAMOTS ran to the food first, but when the other wolves tried to join, he glared at them and bared his teeth. Did you know wolves have super hearing? They can hear sounds as far away as 10 miles, 16 km, in open areas, and they can hear high-pitched sounds that humans can't. He snarled and flattened his ears. Even his brother Lakota had to wait his turn. I was shocked to see KAMOTS act like this, but then I understood. The alpha says who eats when. By telling the other wolves to wait, KAMOTS was telling them that he was in charge. When KAMOTS growled at the others, he was acting like a parent scolding a child. There are a lot of ways a wolf pack is like a family. I once heard about a wolf that was kicked in the jaw by a moose. His jaw was broken and he couldn't chew meat. His pack chewed up food and fed it to him, like a human family took care of their hurt members. And if you like my videos, or any of my videos, then go right down there and press that subscribe button and make sure to click that little bell. Make sure to click that bell, so you get notifications every time I upload, and I will try to be uploading a few times a week to every day. Wolves howl for a lot of reasons. It doesn't seem to matter if the moon is out or not. Why do they howl? Sometimes it's to call to each other. Sometimes it's because they have a full belly. Often they howl because they enjoy it. It's like singing for them. Each wolf has a unique sound. We learned to identify which wolf was howling. We thought that Lakota had the prettiest howl. Wolves start howling when they are pups, but it sounds more like yodeling. Only once did I ever see KAMOTS outsmarted. It was at dinner time, and it took 2 wolves to do it. One wolf crept up, snatched a very small piece of meat, and scampered off. His partner in crime waited his turn. As soon as KAMOTS ran after the first wolf with the meat, the second wolf lunged and grabbed the bigger chunk of meat. The second wolf raced off in the opposite direction. KAMOTS saw him out of the corner of his eye and chased him. Meanwhile, the first wolf ran back to dinner and grabbed even a larger chunk. KAMOTS never fell for this trick again. Every morning, the wolves greeted each other. First, they licked KAMOTS on the face. Then they licked each other. Then they greeted me the same way. Once a wolf got his tooth stuck up my nose somehow. Ugh, that was weird. After the morning greeting, the wolves would wander off. In the evenings, the wolves would often throw back their heads and howl. It was their version of us singing songs around the campfire. The sound was ghostly and beautiful. Usually KAMOTS would start it. Then the others joined. Sometimes I did too. Pretty soon, KAMOTS was a full-grown alpha wolf, but I wasn't afraid. We trusted each other. Maybe he understood that I was the leader, the alpha of my human film crew. I never approached the wolves first. I always waited for KAMOTS and the others to approach me. I made sure my crew didn't treat them like pet dogs. I needed to see the wolves acting like wolves. I filmed them often. I took pictures of the wolves playing in the meadow. I filmed them pawing at bubbles under the ice in the frozen stream. I wanted to film them at night. It was exciting to watch them eating in the dark, glowing eyes, but I needed light to do that, and we had no electricity. Our lights from inside make the earth seem to glow. Well, that's the end of chapter 2. So next time we will read chapter 3, Cry Wolf. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.